Hi everyone, this is Yoan and welcome back to a new episode. If things look a little bit different here because I'm on the road, I'm in Dubai right now as I film this, just here visiting some of my old friends. In preparation of this trip, I was inspired to make another version of the Roaming Tote bag. I posted the original version about last year. This version of the Roaming Tote is slightly larger in size. For the exterior fabric, this time I used canvas fabric. Now for the interior of this bag, I used waterproof canvas. I also changed some of the interior feature of the bag. So this time there are two mesh pockets and a zipper pocket. I left out the laptop compartment because I wasn't planning on taking my laptop with me this time. Also, the recessed zipper closure method is different this time since I used the zipper by the yard. The method for the luggage sleeve is also different this time. I actually made it much simpler. Alright guys, look at the PDF pattern and the cutting instructions at YoanSewingStudio.com and it's free. And without further ado, let's jump straight into it. Alright guys, the first thing that you want to do is to print out the PDF pattern for the bottom and the bottom stabilizer. Match the alphabet eclipse there, fold back or cut one of the page's margin and then slide the other page behind it. Match all the lines and make sure that there is no overlapping. And then tape to secure them. So you should have two templates, one for the bottom and one for the bottom stabilizer. And for the rest of the panels, you want to cut according to the cutting instructions. Next, we're going to work on the bottom panel. So you want to use the template of the pattern one to cut your fabric. Fuse the stabilizer on the wrong side of the bottom exterior. Center the position and you want to follow the manufacturer's instructions. If you wish to add the purse fit, this is the time to do it. We're gonna grab the pattern one again, and then we're gonna transfer all these four markings. So first you wanna poke a little hole on the center of the marking there. Now lay the pattern, aligning all the edges. And then using a pen, you wanna make a dot mark on each of the marking through the hole. Alright, I'm gonna use my seam ripper here to cut a little bit of slit, about 1/4 inch or so, starting from the marking and going towards the outside there. So you don't want to overdo it. If you need to make the hole a little bigger, you can do it later. I use this 14mm purse fit. You may use any type of purse fit. Simply follow the manufacturer's instructions. Now you want to make sure that the edges of the prong will not sit on the seam allowance area. Now let's work on the front exterior of the bag. Here I've got the upper panel and the lower panel. We're gonna sew them with the right sides facing together using 1/2 inch seam allowance. Press the seams towards the upper panel and then top stitch. Now we're gonna work on the front pocket, so let's lay the pocket exterior and the pocket lining right sides together and then stitch along the top edges. Once you've done that, press the seams open and then flip to the right side, press it again, and then top stitch. Once you've done that, base stitch along the sides and the bottom with about 1/8 inch seam allowance. Next, you want to measure 5 3/4 inch from the top edge of the front exterior panel and then put a little mark right on the center there. And then install the male button according to the manufacturer's instructions. Now the seam allowances on the wrong side here should help to reinforce the button. This way you don't have to add any stabilizer. Install the female button about 3/8 inch from the top edge. Lay the pocket panel on the right side of the front exterior panel and then you can pin to secure them. Once you've done that, base stitch the sides and the bottom with 1/4 inch seam allowance. Next, we're going to work on the luggage sleeve. So we're going to start with the zipper pocket. So you want to cut your zipper exactly 12 inches long. Cut 2 little rectangles for the zipper tabs. Fold the zipper tab in half widthwise. Position that right on one of the edge of the zipper, matching the raw edges of the zipper tab with the edge of the zipper. Secure with a sewing clip and repeat the same to the opposite side. And then stitch along the edges of the fold to secure the zipper tabs. Once you've done that, trim the edges of the zipper down to about 3/8 inch. Lay the lower pocket panel right side up, stick a basting tape along the top edge, just like so. Lay the zipper right side down, matching the edges of the zipper tape with the top edge of the lower pocket panel. Stick a basting tape along the edges of the zipper tape. Now take the pocket lining and lay that right side down. Once everything is secured, stitch with 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Once you've done that, flip to the right side, finger press the seams, both the exterior and the lining fabric, and then top stitch. Finish the raw edges of the bottom edge of the upper panel. You can use zigzag stitch or serger or fray check. So let's apply some more basting tape along the edges of the zipper tape on the right side. Now lay the upper panel with the right side facing down, aligning the bottom edge of the upper pocket panel with the zipper tape, just like shown on the screen right now. And once everything is secured, stitch this in place with 3/8 of an inch seam allowance. Now let's finger press the seams here and then top stitch. Once you've done that, we're going to trim the bottom edge so that the height of this pocket panel will measure 8 inches. Base stitch the sides and the bottom with 1/8 of an inch seam allowance. Lay the pocket panel and the pocket facing right sides together, pin to secure them, and then stitch the top and the bottom with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Once you've done that, trim the seam allowances down to 1/8 of an inch, turn right side out, press the seams flat, and then stitch along the top and the bottom with about 1/4 of an inch seam allowance, so this will conceal the raw edges. Now lay the pocket panel on the right side of the back exterior panel with the right side facing up about 3.5 inch from the bottom edge, and then pin and then stitch the sides with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Now we're gonna work on the D-ring tab, so cut 2 little rectangles and then we're gonna fold and press this in a fourth. First you wanna fold in half widthwise and then press, open the fold, and then fold the short edges towards the center fold and then press, and then fold this one more time and then press. Now you should have a 3/4 of an inch wide strip and then stitch along the edges. Now attach the D-ring tab to the D-ring and then stitch as close as you can to the D-ring. Position the D-ring on the center top of the side panel, matching the raw edges, secure with a sewing clip, and then base stitch with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Next, we're going to work on the handle straps. Fold and press the fabric in a fourth, the same way we did the D-ring tabs, but this time the strap will be 1 inch wide. And once you've done that, stitch along the edges. Position the handle strap on the right side of the main body panel, about 2.5 inch from the side edge, just like shown on the screen right now. Make sure that the strap isn't twisted, and then stitch with 1/4 of an inch seam allowance. Now for the adjustable strap, I took a shortcut here by purchasing a pre-made one due to very limited time that I have to finish this bag. You can certainly make your own adjustable strap by using 1.5 inch wide webbing. Now we're going to assemble the back exterior. So let's lay the front and one of the side panel right sides together and then stitch with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Press the seams towards the side panel and then top stitch along the edges there. And then you want to repeat to sew the remaining side panel to the opposite side. Again, press the seams towards the side panel and top stitch. Now you want to take the back panel and lay that right side down, matching the side edges with the corresponding side panel, and then stitch this in place. Press the seams towards the side panel and then top stitch. Now you want to match the remaining side edges with the remaining edges of the side panel and then sew. Press the seams towards the side panel and then top stitch. And you should end up with something like this. Now we're going to attach the bottom panel. First, you want to make sure to find the center point of the front, back, and side panel. So simply match the seams just like so, and then snip the front and the back to get the center point. Now to get the center point of the side panels, you want to match the center point of the front and back panel and the side seams also, and then snip the bottom of the side panel to mark the center point. And make sure also to snip the center point of the bottom panel. Simply follow the marking on the template. Start by matching the center point of the long sides of the bottom panel with the center point of the front and back. Now match the center point of the short side with the center point of the side panel there. Once you've pinned all the center points, you wanna continue pinning all around. So the bottom panel may appear a slight larger than the bottom of the bag, and that's expected. So if around the corner you cannot match the edges perfectly, that's totally fine. Once everything is secured, you want to stitch this all around. Use the same 1/2 inch seam allowance. And there you go, guys. Now you can turn your back exterior right side out. Alright, now that we've got our back exterior done, we're gonna set this aside and then work on the interior. Now let's work on the facing. So we've got the front, back, and the side facing, and we're gonna assemble them just pretty much the same as assembling the main body of the exterior. So here I've got the front and one of the side, matching the edges, and then we're gonna stitch with 1/2 inch seam allowance and then press the seams towards the front facing or the longer strip. Now sew the remaining side panel to the opposite side with the right sides facing, of course. Again, press towards the front facing. Now you want to take the back facing panel and lay that right side down, matching the edges with one of the side panel edges, and then stitch, and you want to press the seams towards the back facing. Now let's bring the remaining side panel edge towards the edge of the back facing, right sides together, and then sew, and then press towards the back facing. Next, we're going to work on the mesh pocket for the front interior panel. We're going to use fold over elastic to bind the top edges of the pocket panel. So from the starting point of the pocket, you want to fold the elastic just like that. So the top edge of the pocket panel should be sitting on the center point of the elastic. Now go to your sewing machine and then stitch this in place with about 1/4 inch seam allowance. Match and hold on to the opposite edge of the elastic. Fold and slightly pull the elastic as you go so that it will fit the pocket. I recommend to use walking foot. Fold and press the front panel in half lengthwise in order to find the centerfold crease. Secure the mesh pocket to the front interior panel, matching the sides and the bottom edges. Pin to secure this. Stitch the sides and the bottom with 1/4 inch seam allowance, and then stitch along the centerfold to divide the pocket into 2 slots. Next, we're going to work on the zipper pocket. Draw the zipper template on the wrong side of the pocket panel, just like shown on the screen right now. For this pocket, we're going to use a regular all-purpose zipper. Position the pocket panel on the right side of the front panel, about 1/2 inch down from the top edge. And of course, you want to center the position and then stitch all around the outline of the template. Once you've done that, as usual, we're going to cut the center line and the corner triangles there. And of course, you want to be careful not to cut through the stitches as you get to the corner. Now let's turn the pocket to the wrong side and then press to neaten all the edges. Stitch around the start of the zipper to keep the zipper shut. Now you can apply some basting tape on the edges of the zipper tape. Peel the top paper layer off and then position the zipper template on top of the zipper. Make sure everything is centered and neat. Finger press so that the fabric will be sticking on the zipper, and then stitch all around to secure the zipper. Once you've done that, you can trim off any excess zipper. Fold the pocket panel in half, matching the bottom edge with the top edge, just like so. Pin to secure the pocket, and then stitch the side and the top edge with about 1/4 inch seam allowance. And when you sew, make sure that the main panel is out of the way, so only sew the pocket. Assemble the back interior the same way as the exterior panel. However, when you attach the bottom panel, you want to use a slight larger seam allowance, which is 5/8 inch seam allowance. Now we're going to work on the zipper closure. First, we're going to prep the zipper. So this is a zipper by the yard. You want to cut your zipper at least 17 inches long. Next, we're going to make the zipper tab. So first, you want to fold the short side towards the wrong side and then press. And you want to repeat the same to the opposite side. Now flip to the right side and then fold this in half, matching the folded edges, and then press. Stitch along the side edges with 1/4 inch seam allowance. Once you've done that, snip a little bit around the corner. Turn the zipper tab right side out. Insert the zipper tab into the end of the zipper. Go all the way in and then stitch all around the edges. Alright, at the start of the zipper here, you want to fold the zipper tape so that the zipper teeth will bend at 90 degrees, just like that, and then stitch to hold the fold. And when you're done, make sure to do the same to the opposite side. Now take 2 of the zipper panel pieces, fold one of the short side towards the wrong side about 1/2 inch and then press. And you want to do the same with the other piece. Now on the opposite edge, you want to measure 1/2 inch and then draw a straight line using a disappearing fabric marker. And you want to do this on both the right side and the wrong side of the panel. Lay one of the panel right side up and then stick a basting tape along the top edge there, only up to the 1/2 inch line. Lay the zipper wrong side down. The start of the zipper should be sitting on the 1/2 inch line. Finger press so that the zipper tape will be sticking on the fabric. Now stick a basting tape right along the edges of the zipper tape, just like so. Now take a second zipper panel and lay that right side down. Make sure to match the side with the raw edges and the side with the folded edge. Once everything is secured, you want to stitch right on that 1/2 inch mark line and then stitch along the top edge with 1/4 inch seam allowance. And you should end up with something like this. Now let's trim off if there's any excess zipper fabric sticking out and then clip the top corner there. Now turn the zipper right side out, just like so. Flatten up the top corner there and finger press the seams, both the exterior and the interior. Match the lower raw edges together and then pin. Once you've done that, go ahead and top stitch. Once you've done top stitching, you want to stitch this open side edge and the bottom edge with an 1/8 inch seam allowance. Repeat to sew the remaining zipper panels to the remaining zipper tape. And your zipper should look just like this. Now we're going to mark the center point of this zipper panel. Let's close the zipper and then you want to fold the zipper in half, matching the edges of the zipper panels, and then snip right along the center fold. Take the back interior with the wrong side facing out. Make sure to unzip your zipper, and then first you want to match the center point of the back zipper panel with the center point of the back interior panel. The right side of the zipper should be facing up, and then pin, and then match the center point of the front zipper panel with the center point of the front interior panel. And of course you want to pin, and then continue pinning the zipper panel, matching the raw edges. Once everything is secured, stitch the zipper panel with 1/4 inch seam allowance. So your zipper panel should look just like this. With the right sides facing, you want to pin the facing to the back interior. First, you want to match the side seams. Make sure to nest the seams there so it will not be too bulky. And then continue pinning all around. And once everything is secured, you want to stitch with 1/2 inch seam allowance. Now let's flip the facing towards the top. So your interior panel should look just like this at this point. Now let's turn this right side out and then press the seams. You can just finger press or press with an iron on low setting. Turn the interior panel wrong side out again. Fold the top edge of the back interior towards the wrong side about 1/2 inch and then press so that the fold will keep in place. And you want to repeat the same to the exterior panel. So you want to fold the top edge towards the wrong side. As you can see here, I added some sewing clips around the strap so that they will stay in the folded position. Insert the back interior into the back exterior. So the wrong sides should be touching each other at this point. And of course, you want to make sure that the front side of the interior is facing the front side of the exterior and the back side of the interior is facing the back side of the exterior. So we're going to pin the interior and the exterior together. First, you want to match the side seams and then pin. And continue pinning all around. When you get to the strap area, you can simply remove the sewing clip and then repin it again. Alright, once everything is secured, we're gonna go ahead and finish this bag by stitching all around. You can either use an 1/8 inch or 1/4 inch seam allowance, whichever one you are more comfortable with. As you get to the strap area, you may want to backstitch to reinforce the strap. And the same goes when you stitch through the D-ring tabs, backstitch to reinforce it. And that's pretty much it, guys. The bag is done at this point. Now you can go ahead and give this a final pressing. And voila, the Roaming Tote bag version 2 is done. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. And until next time, goodbye.